So my name is Ken Schwartz, and what I'm going to do is, and this will probably be the first of a potential series of topics in advanced knife sharpening. So today what I want to do is I want to discuss asymmetric bevels and clear up some of the common misconceptions regarding asymmetric bevels. For the purposes of speed on this video, instead of doing this by hand, I'm going to be using a Burr King Knifemaker, an excellent tool, and I'm going to be using a 80 grit belt. It's a structured ceramic Norton belt, so things will happen fairly quick on this belt. And the particular knife that I'm going to be using is this knife. It's one of my beater knives. I wouldn't be doing what I'm going to do to this on a good, expensive knife. And this is a sort of grocery store type knife, good for throwing in the dishwasher, just general abuse to keep away from your fine knives. So I don't mind using a little metal up for this demo. So what I'm going to be talking about is the knife itself. If we look at it, is more or less of a 50-50 grind, meaning it's got about as much edge on one side as the other. Now, the Burr King unit is set up right now so that the belt is at an angle. I'll zoom out a minute and give you an overview of the whole thing. Pardon the mess in the shop. I've set the angle of it using an angle cube type device, and basically what you do with these devices is you turn the device on, you set the angle, you zero it, and then you put it on, and so this platen that the belt is below right now is at approximately 12, 13 degrees. The reason I'm using it this way is that I want to show grinding at a constant angle. And so what I'll be doing is sharpening the knife with the knife horizontal. This is another thing that a lot of people don't understand very well. And keep the knife horizontal so that I'm going across, and rather than lifting the tip, which doesn't make a lot of sense, what you do is, this is the direction of the belt travel. You keep the belt constantly at 90 degrees to this edge. So this angle is 90 degrees. So as it curves, what you do is you keep it horizontal, but you rotate the knife in the same plane. Okay, so let me go over this motion. You're horizontal, and you're at 90 degrees to the belt, and then at the curve, I'm still at 90 degrees to that curve. That angle is 90 degrees. So this is going to give me a constant angle on my bevel. Now, what I'm going to do to start off is sharpen just one side of the knife and grind it all the way to a bevel on one side and no bevel on the other. So we're going to do that first. Let me get my foot pedal set up here. And here we go. Normally I would wear a mask for this, but I can't talk too well in a mask, so I'm going to sacrifice a little for you guys. So here we go. Alright. I don't run it at full speed. It's a variable speed unit, which gives me a lot of control. Maybe I'll run it up a little higher than usual for this demonstration, because I'm not too concerned about burning the knife. I just want to show one concept. So here we go. And I'm not particularly worried about generating a large burr here. Okay, so you can see I've got, let me stop this for a second. You can see I've generated a fairly large bevel on this side and very little bevel over here, a nice big honking burr. I'm going to do this side with as close to a zero grind as possible on the belt. Okay, so I'm lay the knife down, and since there's a little bevel here, go like this. And that removes some burr in the process as well. So if you can see right now, I've got essentially a single bevel over here on the left side of the knife. So this would be sort of an asymmetric 100-0 grind for a left-handed person. Let's see if I can get this in better focus and zoom in on it just a little bit. There, I think that shows it fairly well. Okay. So now what I'm going to be doing is, and let me focus on the belt, is shifting from that 100-0 grind back to a 50-50 grind. And I'm not changing the angle, but I'm simply grinding on this other side. Okay, so now I have, if you look on the right side and the left side, let me see if I can zoom in a little more. You'll be able to see that I have a 50-50 grind on this knife. Okay, same angle, both sides. All right, now for the right side of the knife, I'm going to increase it a little bit more, and again, same angle. Now, what you see is on the right side of the knife, you have a larger bevel, and we're eating away on the back side of the knife so that now that bevel has gotten shorter. So as we continue to grind, again on the right side, if we keep grinding over here, eventually we remove enough metal from the knife to where the left side gets shorter and shorter. So what this demonstrates is that without using different angles on the two sides, one can adjust the ratio of asymmetry of a blade from 100-0 to 0-100 or anywhere in between. Thank you very much. Appreciate your attention on it.